What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, and I'm going to be casting another game from the defense. This is going to be mTw versus NEXT.kz. NEXT.kz's lineup, as you can see, is quite wonky, but we will go over that in just a little bit. On the mTw side, we have Sinjin playing the Venomancer, fucking Mad on the Enigma, Funzy on the Beastmaster, Sock on the Lone Druid, and Kabap on the Vengeful Spirit. So, kind of regular, run-of-the-mill picks from mTw. Very stable lineup, very good lineup. NEXT.kz, on the other hand, you got Crystal Maiden, who is, it's Crystal Maiden you see here all the time. Reeves playing the Crystal Maiden is going to be played by Lucky. Reeves is going to be playing the Wisp, and Wisp is a new hero, obviously, and he's been seeing a lot of playtime. He's been extraordinarily effective, also a lot more effective compared to Rubik. Juggernaut, who you don't see all that often, going to be played by Equal, and Mantis going to be playing Ursa. So right off the bat, you have the Wisp and Ursa, who is a very strong level 1 Roshan team. Already you can see with 2 healing salves that Wisp is planning to tether onto Roshan, trying to take down that giant beast at level 1. Juggernaut could pair very well with Crystal Maiden, and then the last hero from NEXT.kz is going to be the Warlock, being played by Creep. And Warlock you don't see all the time. It's kind of overshadowed by other support heroes. His team fight contribution is Upheaval and Fatal Bonds and Chaotic Offering, so he's a lot more of a team fight oriented support hero, which is something that you don't really need. Support heroes in the early stages of the game just need to be able to isolate single people, which is why Crystal Maiden is so valuable, which is why Vengeful Spirit is so valuable. Venomancer's Gale usually only targeted towards one person, and then you have like Shadow Demon, who is very much a single target focused hero. Warlock, not so much, especially considering Warlocks you often see getting Fatal Bonds and Upheaval over Shadow Word. I feel like Warlock is overshadowed a lot by the Tidehunter, but NEXT.kz has pretty sick relocating ganking parties. Latch up to Equal and you could Fury Omni Slash them and Pain for everyone. Latch on to Mantis and he activates his stuff beforehand. You could instantly jump on like the Enigma or the Vengeful Spirit or even the Venomancer and instantly take them down. Actually, you can probably take anyone down on the mTw side. There's a lot of power coming up from the NEXT.kz team. But enough talking. This is going to be a replay cast, which I haven't done in a little bit. And the reason I chose this, admittedly, is because of these picks. And right off the bat, we see both teams heading for Roshan. They know that if the other team has a Wisp, you got to watch out for that Roshan. Wisp, already packing 2 healing salves, is going to be able to heal him and whoever he's tethered to. And this, you don't see this. I actually skipped a little bit too ahead. I hope that goes away. But the Ursa already being tethered up and is going to be starting to work on Roshan. All of mTw is here, however. That is not going away. Spirit Bear is scouting out the health condition of all of NEXT.kz. Wisp actually taking a lot of damage as Sinjin on the high ground. Gale goes out onto Reeves and Mantis. Stun going off onto Reeves and Venomancer with the last right click. But there goes the Juggernaut Fury onto Kabap, doing a lot of damage to all of the mTw. Going to be able to take down the Kabap Vengeful Spirit, and Equal is now on the run from Sock. Sock might need one more right click. There's literally going to be the right click. Noah has actually got blocked. Mantis is actually getting taken down by Beastmaster as Creep and Lucky are on the run. There goes the Frost Nova. Sinjin taking a lot of right click damage. They have to turn around and knock Sinjin down. But another Venomous Gale going off as Lucky taking a lot of right click damage. Creep is going to get taken down as well from the Bear. Freeze Bite going on to Funzy as Lucky is 1 hit away from dying. Salving up to try to get a little more health. Tether coming in from Reeves, stunning off Funzy, and Lucky trying to turn around and do a little bit of damage. But one more hit. No, Lucky, why didn't you run? That wasn't what they wanted to do. Funzy going to be able to get a second kill. 202 for Funzy, so he has a lot of gold and a lot of experience right now. Wisp is now joined up with Ursa, and they could still go for this if they choose to do so. Ring of Basilius and Salve, and 2 salves in the Wisp. That's all you really need. mTw is still around here, and looks like they're just going to play a small game of chicken. In the meantime, you have Creep and Sinjin actually going to be going one-on-one in the mid lane. 2 heroes who you pretty much never see in the mid lane solo. Venomancer is always relegated to that support role, and then Warlock relegated to the never ever seen role. Right here you see the power of Tether going to be salving up on Reeves, which is what should be helping Mantis, but unfortunately the Tether broke and there goes the salve. Not working exactly as planned. Taking these Ancients is going to be pretty dangerous. Mantis getting very close to health, 21 HP, cutting it extremely close. So I guess this is going to be an ignore bottom lane build from NEXT.kz. I don't know if this will really benefit them a whole lot. I think they're trying to feign Roshan, but mTw seems to be onto them. Let's go over who's the other lanes. Lucky going to run into Funzy, who might delay this creep pull. Well, no, it's not, but Funzy's going to be soloing at the top lane, already level 3, up against the level 2 Juggernaut. So Funzy should have a decent time, or a much better time as far as Beastmasters in the hard lane goes. Kebab has just been roaming around, making sure that Roshan has not been taken, and you do not want to go up there. Tether going up onto Kebab, so the Fury swipes are starting. Reeves is body blocking Kebab as well. The Tether already stunned him, so there's not going to be another stun for another couple of seconds. Reeves continuing to get in the way as the Fury swipes continue to stack up. The Wisp should start right-clicking Kebab. Another magic missile goes onto Mantis. One more right-click. No, Sal was going to make another right-click necessary. Wisp does get the kill, however. In the meantime, Creep and Syndrome both heading down towards that bot lane to help out. Fucking Madden is now in the area, and the Bear actually from the Lone Druid blocking out Mantis. Who's going to get the haste rune? Enigma gets the haste rune. He could just kill Mantis so very easily right now, especially with Syndrome coming in. Is there going to be a Gale? They're a little bit too far away, and fucking Mad, even with that haste rune, is not going to be able to keep up. Fucking Mad returns to the jungle, where he does have a whole bunch of Eidolons waiting for him to, I guess, farm with and be friends with. Lone Druid is going to have such an easy time because, well, usually Lone Druid is going to have a pretty good time because it's Lone Druid. Unless it's up against Tri-Lane, he's going to be doing decently. But Lone Druid really excels when there's no one against him. That's when Lone Druid is at his strongest. So 1v0 is usually the best lineup that you could ask for Lone Druid. So in your game, try to organize something like that. You know, do your best to do that. Funzy's not going to have that much of a good time with the CM in the wings and a Juggernaut sitting in the lane. That's going to be a constant threat of a Frost Nova, Frostbite, Spin. Then it's just going to be rough for the Beastmaster, who I think he has enough HP to survive, but it's still going to take a lot of his consumables. We now see NEXT.kz sneaking into the Roche pit yet again. Mantis is level 3, so I guess that's what they were planning on getting from that ancient camp. Just a little bit of an easier Roshan, not necessarily level 1, but still very effective. Reeves with that Salvon is going to be salving up Mantis effectively, well actually canceling that, so Mantis just going to be getting some right clicks on the back of Roshan, but already 21 stacks up onto him, which is going to be taking a lot of damage. 500 damage a hit. Tether goes off again, and this Roshan is going to get killed by another Enrage. There goes the last swipe as the Ursa takes up the Aegis of the Immortal. So this game off to a rocketing start, which is exactly what I would expect from these picks. NEXT.kz actually, I'm pretty sure they picked Ursa a couple of times in the international qualifiers. So Ursa is a hero that apparently they like to run, and from what I've seen, their games get kind of rough in the mid-game, and it really depends on the types of fights they take with that Ursa warrior, because the biggest problem of Ursa is actually just sticking to the target. That's where Warlock and that's where CM and that's where Wisp come into play. Going to give him a little bit more of a gap-closing opportunity so that he could land those swipes in. But really, when NEXT.kz fails in the team fights, when they pick Ursa, it's when they take a giant 5v5 Rumble, which mTw could take very easily. But when they exceed in the team fights is when they're skirmishing and constantly running away, juking around, going around the forest, stuff like that, where Ursa has a chance to unleash his burst and then wait for his overpower and wait for his cooldowns to come back up and then unleash his burst again on someone else. And that's when you see NEXT.kz win with the Ursa. Hopefully we will see that, but so far they're going to have to deal with a very stacked Lone Druid, and Lone Druid doesn't have to buy boots. Don't buy boots, man. Save up gold and just get a friggin' giant-ass relic in 10 minutes. I feel like that would have been better for him, because he's not getting contested at all. He's actually going to buy boots for himself and the bear, which will give him a little bit more damage, but really, what are you using damage for? Using it to last hit creeps, and he's already 33 for 18, so he's doing pretty well with last hitting creeps without that extra phase boost damage. I suppose he's a little bit scared about the Ursa and the Wisp just coming out down to gank him, and the Ursa and Wisp actually both level 5, just with that Roshan and these ancient camps are staying on par, but unfortunately that is leaving Purple to his own devices, and Kebab level 2 just roaming around the jungle trying to offer support where it's needed, but really all the lanes for mTw are going quite well, except for this top lane, but Vengeful Spirit, if she goes up here, is most likely just going to be food. Juggernaut is level 6, picking up a Ring of Health, so you're probably going to see a farming Battle Fury build from the Juggernaut. And they don't really need the damage, but it would be nice to have some farm to keep up with the Lone Druid, who is 6 minutes in, has 40 creep kills, which is completely outrageous. We now see a Frostbite, Nova going off, and an Omni Slash going onto Funzy as he gets frostbitten up. Crit is going to seal the deal, and Equal is going to have to use a spin to get out of here. It's fucking Mad coming in with the stun. There goes the first stun. There's the second stun. Is there going to be Magic Missile? No, Magic Missile is not able to cast it off before the Blade Fury goes off. With the phase boots, he's going to get away. Is there a Magic Missile in range? Where's the Howl Terror? Howl Terror actually misses, and Equal is going to get away with his life. Crystal Maiden playing a little bit too aggressively, paid for it with her life. Beastmaster actually did get the kill on the Crystal Maiden. But getting a kill on the Juggernaut in exchange for that, in my opinion, is extremely worth it. Bot lane, some action I completely missed. Reeves and Mantis completely ganking up that lone druid, so maybe the boots weren't such a bad choice after all. My apologies for missing that one, but action on the top lane is, well, also on the bot lane as we see a mid lane, I'm sorry. As we see a Warlock Golem going to be trading with a Venomancer. Just missing kills all over the place. Too much action all over the map, and I'm trying to summarize fights, and it's just not working out. I'm going to try to get on that. Equal spinning for some damn reason. I don't know what that was about. Now we do see Lucky roaming around the woods. He's going to be looking to go towards the bot lane where Kabap and Sok are happily farming. Doesn't have any support. Is Reeves level 6? Yes, he is. So there could be a very sick level 6 gank right now. We're going to have to keep an eye on that Wisp. Also on the top lane where it's kind of dangerous. Fucking Mad and Funzy can easily go on to equal. But what is this Wisp planning to do? He's waiting for Mantis to get to full health. I'm waiting for a tether. There goes the tether. And relocate. There it is. Going to be going onto the bot lane. There goes a very angry Ursa Warrior going onto Sok. Frost Nova going off and Frost biting Sok. Oh my god. Angry Bear is going on to the less angry Bear, and Kabap is on the run as well. Phase boots up on Mantis and nothing on Kabap. But unfortunately for them, relocate means Kabap gets to survive. So very lucky Vengeful Spirit. Doing good to juke inside the trees. Buy himself a couple more seconds, and Ursa really only needed 2 more hits, and with those phase boots, 2 more hits would have been very easy to acquire. Let's actually see how Syndrome is doing. Syndrome's sitting on Arcane Boots and a bottle, so going for a mid Venomancer build. Gonna have a lot of mana as well. And Creep, on the other hand, phase boots earned, so a little bit more aggressive going out from him. And his urn has been filled with 1, or I guess 2 souls, I guess, of the Venomancer from that exchange a couple minutes ago. You can see both of these players using their kind of team fight AoE, I guess if you want to call Fatal Bonds AoE, just to try to clear off the creep wave. But with this wall of wards, creep is going to be locked down on this tower. He's exchanging hits, and what was that, 6 hits to take down a ward? That's not beneficial at all. And this creep wave is going to help out, but it's also going to evaporate to the venomous wards, and Syndrome could just keep putting these down. Wards are pretty much free, especially with a regeneration rune and arcane boots. That means this creep wave from the mTw is going to constantly be pushing in, and creep does not have the most AoE. So it might be a problem for him. The damage is slowly going to stack up on the tower unless he gets some help. The tower is already almost at half health, and Reeves and Mantis continuing their double jungle. NEXT.kz seems NEXT.kz seems to be content with letting this lone druid sit on the bot lane all by himself, as we have a Mantis and Reeves combo coming in, going on to Kabap as Mantis gets stunned. Was that a relocate? No, it wasn't. Aegis Support pop out. Creep and Lucky gonna be black hold by fucking Mad. Equal looking for an arm slash. He's gonna get it, but I don't think it canceled it. Mantis is now back in the action. He is tethered up, going after Funzy. He's gonna get that last swipe in. Equal going in with the spin, not spinning anyone though, just using it for magic immunity and to close some distance. Syndrome now in a little bit of danger. His Gale is up, gonna catch Mantis and Equal with that tether coming in from Reeves. Spirit's gonna be going out also as Reeves takes a couple of stuns. He might go down from the last stun. No, he's not. He's gonna be fine. Mantis is still on the chase for Syndrome, who's using his bottle very well in between attacks. But Mantis with those phase boots is just too much speed. Tether goes off from Reeves, and they're actually going to get out of here as Sok coming in from the back, and Equal getting entangled up as he's using his Blade Fury. Lone Druid is going to take that kill with that bear. So wow, some high action Dota being played out right here, and I have to breathe. So yeah, just action all over the map. Good black hole by Enigma, and Juggernaut did manage to get his Omni Slash. I don't think he got a kill. Did he get a kill? I think Ursa managed to take all the kills. Let's see how the gold graph is doing. Actually, the gold favors is an mTw, which is to be expected. You have an absolutely perfectly free farming Sok on the bot lane. Experience, on the other hand, 2,000, because I actually don't know why. I feel like it should be more in mTw's favor, but NEXT.kz somehow finding a lot more experience, and we see now a gank party of Mantis and Reeves going on to Funzy. Roar being forced out onto the Ursa Warrior, but the Spirit's going to be able to take down the Beastmaster nonetheless. And now Reeves should tether someone if they want to bring it back. No, Reeves is actually going to go back by himself as the bot lane tower gets destroyed. So mTw furthering their gold advantage, and they don't have to stop with that bear with the venomous wards. They could keep pushing this tower. Looks like NEXT.kz on the top lane is looking for a trade. But yeah, Reeves and Lucky, 2 support heroes, going to be trying to delay this a little bit. Wisp does not have the most creep clearing abilities, however, so it's going to be a little bit rough for him. Lucky might be able to get a bear kill. No, it actually gets resummoned, and the push continues. There goes the Warlock Golem onto Kebab. The Warlock is going strong. Kebab has the slow going off on everyone. Synderen is going to try to make his way out of this, and he is going to, I believe. Yes, Ursa managed to take the Lone Druid down in the meantime. Synderen can take a lot of spirit damage from Reeves, a couple of right clicks as well. That's all they need. Fatal Bonds and the Urn means that he's going to take down lots of damage over time coming out from NEXT.kz, and that is a 3-0. Well, I guess I could call that a wipe. Yeah, that was a pretty much 3-0 wipe in favor of NEXT.kz. That was a 4v3, I believe, and they got them all with no deaths. So a good teleport in from Mantis, or good bringing in of allies from NEXT.kz, and its Warlock gives them a little bit of initiation that Tidehunter wouldn't have necessarily offered. Tidehunter would have had to have gotten into the middle of everything if he wanted to stun the same amount of people as the Warlock, and the Golem did pretty good damage to that Vengeful Spirit. Still, I feel that Warlock kind of overshadowed by Tidehunter. That is not to say that Warlock does not have his uses. He was obviously extremely effective there as Roshan almost up, and both teams seems to know it, as Mantis and Reeves going to be doing their ancient jungle clearing. Juggernaut now with phase boots going to be pushing out on this top lane tower. Synderen is there, however, and he does have a Ghost Scepter, actually, so he's going to be able to defend this. Ghost Scepter, a very good item against both Juggernaut and Ursa, but here comes Ursa. He gets summed up by Mantis just a little bit to delay, and Ghost Scepter delaying even further as the relocate is going to run out. No tether, actually. He's going to leave Mantis here. Mantis might even die to Funzy. Yes, that was definitely a mistake, I have to say. Equal is now on the run, getting it swapped back. He's trying to juke out, but I'm pretty sure there's no way he can get out of this. Playing down a healing ward, maybe? Axe is clearing off some of the trees, but Equal is going to be in a lot of trouble, and he's going to go down. Actually, he's actually still on the run. One more Venomous Ward hit. 3 HP! 3 HP on Equal. No, the tower hit. The tower in... Oh, such an evil tower. Going to deny Equal that escape. He was so close with 3 HP, almost getting out of that one alive, which would have been pretty miraculous. But, yeah, the Wisp leaving Ursa for dead, that was definitely a mistake. He tethered and then broke the tether, which is not what you want to do when Ursa is at that low health with poison on him. You want to get that Ursa out of there, because bears don't like poison. I have it on good authority that bears don't like poison, and that's something that they absolutely do not want to do. Kills going in favor of NEXT.kz, so the XP is in favor of them by quite a bit, but the gold going the complete different direction, actually. mTw getting a lot of gold because of those towers. They now have 3 towers to their name, whereas NEXT.kz is sitting at a very round 0. NEXT.kz not with the strongest pushing lineup, however. They are very much a skirmishing, teamfight, rumbling lineup rather than a pushing lineup. mTw has their share of teamfight as well, but NEXT.kz, if they keep getting these skirmishes, get Ursa a Blink Dagger or something. Well, actually, I don't even know if he needs a Blink Dagger with the Wisp, but get Ursa some bigger items. They should be fine even without these towers. Because 3 towers down, you'd expect the gold advantage to be, well, just sitting about 1,000, I guess, but... And NEXT.kz is still doing what they can, is keeping the experience lead, which is going to give them an advantage moving forward, especially since these towers could pretty easily be taken down, especially this top one. Juggernaut has been camping out here pretty safely by himself. Creep now circling around, looking towards this bottom tower. Fucking Mad is here with the Ghost Scepter as well, so lots of Ghost Scepters coming up from mTw. And where did the ganking party go? Mantis and Reeves looking for someone. They're not going to find anyone. They actually had this warded. They knew that Funzy was doing some Soul Ring Axis shenanigans, and now their camp is going to be stolen. Poor Beastmaster, no dragons for him. Wisp actually leaving. Where did Wisp go? Wisp is at latch to Lucky, and they're both going to get out of there. Top tower falling down to the Juggernaut, so a little bit of the gold advantage swinging back towards NEXT.kz. Creep now with a mech. So Warlock has a lot of dough. Solo mid Warlock. I don't actually know, because Warlock, usually you see in the dual lane, usually you don't see him get anything, but quite frankly, usually you don't see him at all, so it's really hard to gauge how well this Warlock is doing, because there's nothing really to measure him up to. Ursa sitting at a Vlad's. Might go for a Blink Dagger, might not. He's using that relocate from Wisp very effectively, so I don't think he really needs gap closing, although it always helps. Wisp is getting a drum, a little bit more mobility for his team. And I believe that is it for NEXT.kz. Fucking Mad going for a pipe, I believe. Well, we have triple Ghost Scepter now coming out from mTw. They just need 5 Ghost Scepters and they'll be fine. I don't think Lone Druid is going to be going for one. He's probably fine without. and Vengeful Spirit wants to get one, but she would have to sell her kidneys or something if she wants to afford a Ghost Scepter, because that's pretty freaking expensive. It's an item that Vengeful Spirit simply cannot afford, being 144. Roshan is up, and Lucky should move in and just check that out, but I guess NEXT.kz already knows. Juggernaut actually going for a Shadow Blade. That is very interesting. I want to cry out pub build, but apparently with this lineup, that's more of a pub lineup, or it's definitely not what you would call a pro lineup in many circumstances, so hell, it might work. You get that invisible Blade Fury spinning, and pretty reliable escape, and it will force mTw to get a couple of Satchels of Dust, some Sentry Wards, if they're not already getting it. Syndran has been laying down quite a few wards in this Roshan pit. Reeves actually getting bashed, taking a lot of damage from Roshan. Only 3 armor on that Wisp. It's something you don't really want to do. Actually interested to see what the Juggernaut... I mean, like, he does a Claymore and Ring of Health, which is, like, by all indication, that's like, oh, he's going for a Battle Fury, which is something that you see all the time on Juggernaut players. But no, actually going for a Shadow Blade, which, quite frankly, even pubs don't really get Shadow Blades, so... Equal must have something in mind, something big in mind, and I hope to see what that is. Both teams now gearing up towards the Roshan pit. And mTw knows that NEXT.kz want to go for that Roshan, try to get that timer back as soon as possible. There goes the Enrage from Ursa and the Spirits as well, but the Spirits giving out their position a little bit. Greater Boar scouting out Roshan, and Roshan is going to be taken down extremely quickly from Equal and Ursa. Let's see if mTw wants to go on this. Axe is going out just to scout out a little bit, and there goes the Bear with the Relic, actually. And Lucky going to get engaged on. He's going to take a Venomous Scale and a stun. There goes the Warlock Golem, catching 3 as the slow goes off on everyone from the mTw side. Warlock Golem actually getting stunned up. In the meantime, Ursa has taken the Aegis of the Immortal, though, and now we have Syndran and Kebab on the run from Equal. Omni Slash going off onto Kebab, can be doing a lot of damage. Funzy is also going to get spun down as well. Juggernaut going to be getting a double kill. Going into fucking Mad pretty strong as well. Mantis has gotten a Blink Dagger, is going to go onto Syndran. Is there a tether? They need to get closer. No, Frostbite going to be holding Syndran in place as Ursa gets to just wail on him. So 3 kills again going in favor of NEXT.kz and a tower. Very good team fight coming out from NEXT.kz, and that fight was perfectly scattered. That's exactly what NEXT.kz wants. They don't want mTw to be pushing up right here, and they have to fight in an area like this, or even an area like this. They want the fight to start here, move all the way down here, you know, some people over here, some people up here. And once they do that, they could use the isolating power of Ursa, they could use the isolating power of Juggernaut, and really just excel at their fights. And that's what NEXT.kz needs to do, and that's exactly what they're doing. And with that is going to be the second Aegis of the game. So next Aegis, the next Roshan, I'm sorry, is going to be holding the all-important cheese. Looks like Sock looking to get away from Equal. No Omni Slash to interrupt that, so he's going to get out just fine. Omni Slash does have a mini stun, unless they changed it from Dota 1. I don't think they did, however. Mantis and Reeves and Lucky going to be continuing their ancient shenaniganry. Ursa did pick up a Blink Dagger, so not going to be reliant 100% on that relocate, which is still level 1. Reeves has yet to hit level 11, where, well, actually, no one on NEXT.kz. Oh, 11, 12, 13 on Juggernaut, so Wisp a little bit behind in levels, but it's no big deal at all. Gold advantage is turning back towards NEXT.kz. 7 kills in advantage for them, and taking that bottom tower is going to lend them a little bit more gold, but mTw looking to extend their gold lead, or at least hold on to it, by taking a tier 1 tower of their own. And now NEXT.kz going to be pushing down on the mid tier 1 lane as Syndran comes in to defend it, but Venomancer can't do much against this, especially with the blinking Ursa. If Ursa gets pissed, he could just go in and maul some faces off, especially if you're a weird lizard thing like a Venomancer. Your face is already pretty much mauled off, so less work for the Ursa. Haystream getting picked up by the Enigma. They were hoping for NEXT.kz to still be in the mid lane, but NEXT.kz has ran away. Not too far, however. They might look to jump on the mTw team. Fucking Mad does have his black hole, so they gotta be careful. Mantis and Lucky, they're gonna be fine. Vita Booster actually on the Crystal Maiden plus Power Tread, so she's very bulky. Mantis getting ready for a fight, activating his Overpower right now. Gonna let the cooldown start. And let's see how this fight is gonna go. They do have the Chaotic Offering up, and they're just waiting for Equal, I guess, to start this fight. Tower's going to take a little bit of damage. No fortification, just using that Frostbite to slow down the Spirit Bear. And a Nova as well, trying to bring him down, trying to force a resummon, which Lone Druid can't afford. Lucky dropping down the ultimate just to clear off the creep wave. It's not really a useful spell for Crystal Maiden in team fights in most cases, so she's going to be okay doing that. But now she's out of mana. But fortunately for her, the rest of MTW is falling back. So nothing lost, nothing gained from either team, really. Well, actually, never mind. I changed my mind. The tower was low enough to get denied. So NEXT.kz getting that small boon, and MTW ran back way before they even had a chance to consider denying it or anything. Mech now flying out towards the MTW team so they could equalize the mech now on Warlock, and NEXT.kz want to fight this. This isn't necessarily a fight that would be towards their team's strength, as I was saying before, but still with the amount of power that they have and the low health of the tier 1 tower, they could make something happen unless Mantis gets swapped out by Kabat, but a fast Blink Dagger will keep him safe. Actually, no, it won't. Radiance will be able to take that Ursa down. Ursa is roaring, getting ready for battle. Spirits going off everywhere, shining lights. And just a little bit of a standoff going on. Syndrome just has to concentrate on laying down a ton of wards. Mantis looking for an opportunity to isolate someone, but if he dives in, he's going to get stunned hard. Roar, Magic Missile, Enigma stuns, Black Hole. Kabab swaps actually creep in. They're trying to go for creep before he can get his ultimate down. Are they going to get him? Mech goes off. No. There goes the huge Chaotic Offering, and Black Hole now on Enigma, immediately getting cancelled by that Juggernaut ultimate. Juggernaut is in the middle of there somewhere. Funzy getting away with extremely low HP. Warlock, Vengeful Spirit, and Enigma now going down. Juggernaut taking down the Enigma, and Syndrome is getting frostbitten right next to his tower. Blade Fury going to be chopping him to bits, and Mantis still alive with that Aegis. He's going to be trying to lifesteal off something, taking a lot of Radiance Burn. There goes the Aegis to the Immortal, but they are going to take the Bear at least. Or they should take the Bear at least. No, the Bear is actually going to get away. They're going to take the tower in exchange. So another 1-for-3 trade going for NEXT.kz, extending their kill lead to 9. That means the experience advantage is... Actually, that looks pretty weird, but it's still in favor of NEXT.kz, and the gold, I expect, is going to dip down towards NEXT.kz any minute now with that additional tower, and they could keep going for this. The Venomancer and Enigma are both not up, and even though Warlock isn't up, they're not missing that much from it. Actually going Medallion of Courage and Drum, so very different support items from the Wisp. Warlock Golem is going to die, and now Equal with that tether is extremely quick, looking for a kill, but looks like he's getting another Claymore, and he does have a Battle Fury. So Shadow Blade Battle Fury. Huh. Usually you see Battle Fury first, and actually Fucking Mad might be in a little bit of trouble having to blink away. Lucky is still looking for something, going to be frostbiting Fucking Mad, but no, Syndrome is going to come up and get that Gale onto Lucky. Lucky is so screwed. You are dead, my friend. Roar is there if they need it, but it looks like they don't need to. Beastmaster with the right click is going to be able to get that kill. So, yeah, Juggernaut. Usually you see the Battle Fury first. Shadow Blade does offer you a little bit of safety a little bit earlier on, but with that Battle Fury first, you could accelerate your farm from an earlier point, and... well, if you get more farm earlier, then you get a lot more gold. I don't think he used that Shadow Blade to escape from a gank yet. I'm pretty sure he did use that Shadow Blade once there was a fight in here, just to try to avoid some of the focus. Because Juggernaut, even though he does a ton of damage, he could be easily focused down, even if he is spinning, if you have enough right click. And with that Bear, that is enough right click. No aura, or not much aura, up on the Beastmaster, so not the strongest right click coming out from MTW, but still it's pretty substantial, as Vengeful Spirit now starting to get her Vengeance aura, so getting a lot of damage for the team. Plus 132, 200 damage a hit from that Bear. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're magic immune. Actually, the Entangle goes through magic immunity, as does Black Hole, as does the Roar. So I guess Juggernaut just hoping to play a little bit safer with that item choice. Because Spin Town Portal won't get you out of MTW's grasp. Unfortunately for the Juggernaut, MTW drew a lineup that countered that spin teleport out pretty well. And there you go, Shadow Blade being used to escape. But it might be a little bit too late. Oh, Fucking Mad, unfortunately going the wrong way. Juggernaut teleporting out right under his lack of real nose, his ethereal face. But Enigma with that Blink Dagger. Still holding that headdress, so might look towards a pipe. Unless Beastmaster's getting a pipe. Beastmaster doesn't have much. Yeah, it's going to be a pipe. Mech is already up on Venomancer, so pipe going up on Enigma. That is going to leave Beastmaster to get something more aggressive or something a little more tanky. And we actually have Equal on the bot lane once again, and lots of MTW teammates converging onto his position, but looks like he's going to play a little bit cautiously and fall back. Still has that teleport up. So even if he does get caught out, he could force the Roar, force even a Black Hole coming out from the other team to try to get that kill. Alright. Crystal Maiden. Oh! Is this a Rod of Atos? It damn well better be. I've never actually seen one of those in the game, and much less on a Crystal Maiden. That's going to be exciting to see. All of MTW are around and fucking mad, blinking up to get a stun on creep. Reeves and Equal are here to support, however. It may not be enough. Chaotic Offering gets dropped down onto Syndra. Roar goes down to Reeves. There goes the Syndra and Ultimate, and Omni Slash going on to everyone, but it immediately gets cancelled because there's no one to bounce to. Fucking Mad is going to get blended down anyway. Lucky is now in the middle of everyone, just trying to do a little bit of right-click damage, and Fatal Bonds, more importantly, on lots of people. There goes a huge hit from Juggernaut, getting a Syndra kill. And he's actually, Wisp actually fell in the meantime. Mantis now on the run from Kebab. He's going to try to lifesteal something up. Magic Missile is going to be taking him down. Juggernaut has a triple kill in the meantime. Equal going for an ultra kill. Is he going to have enough damage? One more right click. No. Vengeful Spirit teleports out just in time, denying the ultra kill. I'm not sure where exactly Ursa was in that fight, but he did have his Black King bar up. Most likely, yeah, he definitely took down the Lone Druid. So Lone Druid got taken out by that Ursa warrior. But with 3 heroes up and versus only 2, they could apply a little bit of pressure to the to the mid lane. It might behoove them to slide up to the top lane, take that tower down instead of just trying to go for a tower, which they most likely are unable to get. Equal using his Blade Fury to nullify that magic missile. And really, right there, you saw a lot of power coming out from Warlock. He got Fatal Bonds on at least 2 or 3 heroes, and that damage, oh my god, that damage is ridiculous. Reeves actually teleporting to Lucky. Maybe gonna evac him? Might not. Well, might do it. I don't know. What are you doing, Reeves? Well, either way, Lucky's gonna get alive. Yeah, that is just a Wisp evac. Cool. Dire Courier somehow got killed. Not exactly sure where that happened in that past team fight. But Ursa does have a BKB. Again, Magic Community won't really help you all that much against MTW's team because they still have the Roy, they still have the Black Hole, and they still have Entangling Roots. Is it called Entangling Roots? They still have the Entangle from the Bear. And now 3rd incarnation of Roshan is up. We have a little bit of a texture bug back there. Or maybe Roshan just decided to change his cave wallpaper? I don't know, it looks the same to me, but MTW seems to know that NEXT.kz wants to do it, and they're all geared up for a big Roshan fight. There goes the upheaval using it just as a scout. Swap going on to Reeves, actually. Reeves is in a lot of danger. Reeves is going to try to use his tether to get out, but one more Lone Druid hit is going to be able to take him out. And with that, oh no, Lucky, you're in the wrong position at the wrong time. First hit Entangle onto Lucky, and Lucky drops his ultimate in an act of desperation, but Venomancer is there with his right-click and Wars to take that kill. And the 2 supports down. NEXT.kz is unable to contest this Roshan. I mean, like, they can still try to get it, but if they do, they will die, even if they do manage to get that Roshan. And if they die, that is going to mean, oh, there goes Mantis going in strong onto Funzy. There goes the Roar on Mantis, however, locking him down, and he also gets entangled, taking a lot of damage from Roshan. Chaotic Offering gets dropped down. Omni Slash as well, doing a lot of damage, but not really that much. Equals now in the middle of a lot of heroes. There goes the Blade Fury, trying to get something. Lone Druid taking down Mantis in the meantime. Equal trying to take down Kebab, but no, Magic Missile and a Gale is going to mean his death, and Creep is also going to die. So NEXT.kz trying to take a 3v5, and yeah, 3v5, not the best fight. Oh, I totally called that, though. If NEXT.kz went in, they were going to get mopped, and they were a little bit overconfident, and you saw that Roar go through the BKB of Ursa, and then he got entangled, so he was unable to do anything. And once you lock down that Ursa, you kill the Ursa. Looks like this Crystal Maiden actually going to be going for a Force Staff and a Vita Booster. Boring. But probably a lot more useful for their team, as MTW with that Aegis and with those kills probably at a pretty substantial gold lead, and as they are, XP is going to be equaled out, so MTW is only at a 4-kill deficit, and they're going to be able to take a tier 3. No Juggernaut, no Warlock slow or Fatal Bonds going to be slowing this down. There goes the tier 3 tower, and lots of right-click damage from that Bear coming out. The Bear actually has a Hyperstone as well as Vlad, so that's 1 free set of barracks for MTW. They're just going to calmly leave. NEXT.kz, I feel like that decision to jump in those 3 heroes to contest Roshan was just such a bad idea, because it didn't do anything. I mean, like, hindsight 2020, but still, 3 heroes versus 5 heroes, even though it's Ursa, and Ursa is like the ultimate 1v1 hero, even though it's a high-level Juggernaut, it's not going to be enough to take down that many people of MTW. Enigma still has his Black Hole. He did not need to use that fight, and Beastmaster did use his ultimate, but, you know, so what? Ultimates on the Beastmaster is a pretty short cooldown as far as ultimates go. Vengeful Spirit sitting at level 12, so that's some pretty long-range initiation. And the synergy between Radiance and Vengeful Spirit's swap means that Mantis cannot jump out with that Blink Dagger if he gets swapped in. So whoever gets swapped in is pretty much doomed. They did swap in Creep before and almost managed to take him down, but now he does have an Aghanim Scepter, so a little bit more, well, Golem action, I guess. Mixed damage coming out from the Golems, because they get the physical right-clicks and the magic immolation, so I guess that's kind of balanced there. Let's see what other items are up on mTw. Necrobook 2 being picked up by that Beastmaster, going to be useful for burning the mana, and also once he gets to level 3, going to be able to spot out that Shadowblade Juggernaut if the Necro creeps are still alive. Necro creeps, in addition, are going to be able to tank a lot of, what do you call it, Omnislash hits. Lucky actually getting engaged upon right now, trying to drop down his ultimate, but he's going to get taken down instantly. There goes a Chaotic Offering, stunning everyone. Omnislash going on to everything as well. Fucking mad, going to be dropping down a Black Hole, but he's taking a lot of damage from these Warlock Golems. Beastmaster killing off Ursa in the meantime. Warlock is going to be able to take down Fucking mad. Equal trying to go for Sock, but he's taking too much damage. This bear is just too strong. His Shadowblade is going to be used to try to get away. Reeves is on the run as well. Funzy is giving chase, and with those Necrobook auras, he's going to catch up. One more hit. Plague Wards, no. Wisp still on the run. He needs a tether to something, but he doesn't have an escape route. Vengeful Spirit's Howl of Terror is actually going to be what seals the deal. So mTw playing a very solid fight. Enigma got everything off just fine. Lone Druid just doing his thing. NEXT.kz making the crucial mistake of trying to fight in a giant 5v5 rumble, which, as I said before, is not going to work for them. You do have the Chaotic Offering, you do have Fatal Bonds, but you really just need a skirmishing fight. You have to smoke up, you have to gank people, you have to keep mTw on their toes, and that's their ticket for victory, which is, quite frankly, what they're no longer doing. I feel like if they did that before, they would have been in a lot better shape. They would have maybe even had their Raxes up still, and oh no, Lucky. Lucky is spotted out by mTw. Is he going to go up the ramp? No, he's going to play it safe and not go up the ramp. But I'm sure he's going to die anyway, because that's the life of the Crystal Maiden, 1-5-16. Poor Crystal Maidens. They never get anything. Funzy almost at the level 3 Necrobook, and that you saw that Omnislash from Juggernaut not doing anything. Was it even in that fight? I believe it was. Well, if it didn't do anything, if I said it didn't do anything, that's because I missed it, and if he didn't cast it, then it obviously did nothing. But with the amount of summons that mTw has, that Omnislash isn't going to be very useful. Even if both teams fight right here, that Omnislash is going to have to bounce between the bears, going to have to bounce between Eidolons, going to have to bounce between the boar and the bird. So a lot of hits, well, the Necrobook units as well, so a lot of hits are going to be kind of wasted or pulled off of mTw onto the creeps or summons or what have you. That really mTw is okay with losing. I mean, like, if Juggernaut takes out the boar, so what? You know, you summon it up again in another 40 seconds. Not a big deal at all, but equal with that ultimate. Really wants to get a lot of mileage out of it. But it's mileage that he's trying to get, but is just not there for him because mTw is gearing up correctly. Ghost Scepters as well, now on that Vengeful Spirit, so I guess she did sell a kidney. Going to be able to lock down that Ursa because whoever Ursa jumps on, Ghost Scepter, no Ghost Scepter on the Lone Druid, but Aegis on the Lone Druid, so there's a Ghost Scepter substitute. It's a little bit harder to acquire, but still it'll keep you alive for the time being. Ghost Scepter on the Beastmaster, Ghost Scepter on the Venomancer. Poor Ursa, not going to be able to do anything. You have to rely on killing someone completely within the duration of a stun from the Warlock, or the Tether stun if they manage to get it. Now, giant push coming in from mTw, and I don't think NEXT.kz can hold this off. They do have the Chaotic Offering, they do have Fatal Bonds going off, but only on the bear. Upheaval going to be dropped down as well, but Upheaval now is on cooldown for a very, very long time. It's not going to be used well at all, because the creeps weren't even moving, they were just standing there. So if mTw wants to go in, now's the time. Probably going to wait for the next creep wave. Do they have a pipe? Can they pipe in? No, they don't have a pipe quite yet. Enigma actually just holding the headdress for some reason. That's something you don't see every day. Juggernaut denied the tower, which is going to say to mTw, hey, look, you can just walk right in and take this. The bear goes in, he's going to take the invitation. Mantis jumps in, trying to go onto someone, but he instantly gets roared and so much right-click damage. Mantis goes down without getting anything off. There goes the Chaotic Offering from the Warlock, doing a little bit of damage, but these golems not doing a whole lot. Creep is going to get stunned and galed up, trying to put on Fatal Bonds, which he does get, so a lot of Fatal Bonds damage could come out. Mantis is back in this fight as Warlock goes down. Mantis is trying to go on Sock, but Bear going toe-to-toe with the Bear, and Warlock actually getting a double kill. Omnislash going on to the Enigma, and where is that Juggernaut? Actually, it doesn't even matter because Crystal Maiden got killed. Sock is back in this fight with the Aegis, however. There goes Bear form, and Equal trying to go toe-to-toe with Sock, but when will NEXT.kz learn that you cannot go toe-to-toe with this Bear? This Bear of mTw is a lot stronger than the Bear from NEXT.kz. Tether going on to Creep, trying to stun up, and Equal is back in this fight. He has bought back. Funzy now on the run. A couple more right clicks will bring him down, but Lone Druid just in the back, going to be getting a triple kill. Please ultra kill. One more. Entangle, entangle, entangle. Get him, get him, get him. Get him, get him. I want to see an ultra kill. No! No! Oh, Wisp, please feed him an ultra kill. Reeves is trying to defend, but there's nothing he could do. I mean, like, if Juggernaut can't take the Bear 1v1, if Ursa cannot take the Bear 1v1, Wisp doesn't stand a snowball's chance in hell. With that Assault Cuirass and Radiance and Vlad's dishing way too much damage. And he's standing toe-to-toe with everyone from NEXT.kz. In some cases, even multiple people from NEXT.kz. So this Bear alone is just a huge pain in the ass for the Dire team. And their fight's just not going their way. Fatal Bonds, you could see in this previous fight, however, doing a ton of damage. That's pretty much the largest benefit when you pick up a Warlock. Fatal Bonds got like 3 heroes and the Bear or something like that, and he instantly got a double kill just because of all the damage that was being bounced around. But unfortunately for him, it wasn't enough to actually win him the fight. It just helped him out a little bit, got that Beastmaster dead. But with this lane being the last remaining racks for NEXT.kz, it's just a matter of time before mTw pushes in. What NEXT.kz, I think it's a little bit too late for NEXT.kz. If they were going to make something happen, they had to have done it before they lost their second racks. Now with that second racks down, they're going to constantly have creeps pouring in from the top and mid lane. And mTw, with only one more objective left, is all going to be grouped up on this bot lane. And once mTw is all grouped up, the NEXT.kz's team fight is not going to be as nearly as strong as they need it to be. And as I say that, mTw is going to be pushing up the bot lane. Do they have Chaotic Offering? I kind of need that. They do have it. And Black Hole is down. So, I don't know. NEXT.kz, I guess they have a chance, but lots of creeps going to be welling on this tower. Mantis wants to jump in. Who's he going to go on? But as you saw last time, as soon as he went in, he got roared and obliterated, even through that BKB. Creep getting Fatal Bonds, getting in on a couple of heroes, so he's going to be putting a little bit of damage there. Mantis trying to take down the Spirit Bear, but with that Assault Cuirass, he's taking a lot of damage. He has a Basher and a Demon Edge, holy shit. Melee Rack's going to go down without really any contesting from NEXT.kz. Mantis getting bashed and entangled. Mantis getting a huge amount of damage from that berry. There goes the Chaotic Offering, only on Sock though. Juggernaut is in the middle of everyone, trying to Blade Fury them down, but Blade Fury not really a huge factor at this point. Mantis is still alive somehow. Gonna get taken down by the Lone Druid. Fucking Mad getting 2 in the Black Hole, gonna take down Creep and Equal. Sock is gonna, I don't know what Sock's doing. Sock is just gonna sit in the middle of everything and do whatever he wants. But there goes the GG, or not GG, coming out from Sock. That's kind of BM. But whatever. That's gonna be mTw's very secure win. It looked a little bit shaky in the mid game, but NEXT.kz really needed to stick with their ganking and, you know, isolating of single people and mobility kind of team skirmishes. But unfortunately, mTw did not let that happen. They had the complete correct item choice. Look at this, 4 Ghost Scepters. That's what you need against an Ursa. And at NEXT.kz, with their kind of novelty lineup, they did take the Roshan a couple times, which helped them a little bit to stay in this game, but ultimately was not enough. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been mTw versus NEXT.kz from the group stages of the defense. The group stages are now over, and I actually am not sure who is in the upper bracket, who's in the lower bracket, or anything like that. I could check, but I haven't really, because this game is a little bit older. But thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, GG.